Y'all, leave Colleen Ballinger alone. People irritate my spirit. Y'all will really, literally subject yourself to something or someone, or allow your children to be subjected to something or someone, and then y'all be quick to point the finger. Now, everybody know who the hell Miranda Sings is. Y'all, baby, she got YouTube. Y'all can look her up. She exemplifies the same character on her videos and have always, that she and you have been able to have access to snippets of her live show. So you can go on YouTube and look up different things over the internet. So before you allowed your child or yourself to go to these tours or shows she was having, baby, you already knew what you was getting yourself into. You already knew. It was so funny listening to one girl stating that she purposefully dressed skimpy because she knew that it was a possibility that she would be brought onto stage to do a specific segment of her show. But she wasn't picked for that specific segment, but she was picked for another segment. So then she goes on to say, Miranda knew I didn't have, Colleen knew I didn't have pants on, I had these spandex on, but, whatever she was doing to her, she proceeded. Okay, so you're old enough to understand that you felt wrong, you felt weird, and you never stopped. When you were in her presence, you didn't ask her to stop, you didn't stop, or whatever. Girl, you knew what you was getting yourself into, so leave the girl alone. Get gone. This giving me Michael Jackson vibes. Y'all, at this point, y'all, is giving very much Michael Jackson. It's giving very much Michael Jackson. Y'all allowed your children to go to Neverland, Wonderland, whatever, over to his house and hang out and all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden, y'all want to bring up allegations of him raping and doing. Girl, how long has it been since some of y'all kids? She's talking about she's grooming these kids. But y'all allowed y'all children to sit there and watch this person on YouTube. It's control what your children are subjected to and what they're allowed to watch it, and just be mindful of that. But then it's when you allow them to do that, then years later you want to come back and say something. Girl, shut up. And I say all this to say, stop allowing the internet to raise your kids. Let your kids unplug from the internet and you teach them valuable things. See, a lot of y'all don't want to parent, and y'all want the internet to raise our kids. Y'all want to stick a tablet in front of their face, and then they're being subjected to all types of craziness on the internet and all type of people on the internet. Okay, like she said in one of her videos, baby, I make PG-13 content. Okay, and she's not on YouTube Kids for a reason, because her content is PG-13. But you allowed your child to be subjected to her, to listen to her, to be taught by her, and now it's a problem. Girl, go do something else. Y'all are weird.
Okay, so there are a few things I want to touch on with Colleen Ballinger's video. And in case you're not following this story, just a brief recap. She is a large YouTuber, adult woman who does funny comedy stuff. And she was recently accused by a fan who said that when he was underage, she was essentially grooming him. He had all the receipts, as did other people who were also minors. She essentially would talk about her sex life, her marriage, ask inappropriate questions, talk about just super inappropriate things with these children. She also exploited them, using them for their labor to make websites and do things for her without paying them, and then gaslighting and getting mad at them when they weren't grateful. One of the biggest things I noticed about her video, and first of all, this wasn't an apology video because she wasn't apologizing and she's not sorry. The biggest thing I noticed was when she talked about the fact that she wasn't grooming, she was just being a loser, being a dork, just hanging out with her besties, having bestie time. What, it's not okay to talk to fans? I guess I just shouldn't have communicated with my fans. Number one of a narcissist's favorite things to do is to use a straw man argument, which is essentially where someone refutes an argument that is different from the one that is actually being discussed. So no, Colleen, no one's mad at you for having friends or for having fans or for talking to people or having relationships. No one cares about that. What they care about is the fact that you're an adult woman who is grooming children. having inappropriate relationships with children, exploiting children, etc. Here's the second thing that I truly strongly feel about adult female predators like this. I believe that in their mind, they are so deeply emotionally immature, and in their actual lives, they just absolutely do not connect with other adults because they lack identity, that they feel they belong or fit in best with teens. Because for them, there's no risk if you're dealing with children or teens or fans. If you're a teacher that's dealing with your students, there's no risk in that person rejecting you because they look up to you. There's a power differential. When you are so deeply emotionally stunted as these people are, it's almost like, and especially with female predators, it's almost like they believe that they are a child, like they never grew up. Like they're having like gossip time with their teen friends at school. But they're not a teen, they're an adult. It's coming across that she's not sorry because she isn't. People like this are delusional. They lack empathy, self-awareness, and perspective.
Colleen Ballinger's character of Miranda Sings is ableist.
Go watch that original video because it really nails down the reason why disabled people, namely in the autism community, have such a huge problem with Colleen Ballinger. Hi, hello, I'm Luca. I'm a cosplayer, content creator, artist, whatever you want to call me. I'm also a content creator with autism. Sorry if I sound like crap. I'm still sort of recovering from my trip to CEO, which was lovely. But if anyone's asking when I'm going to make a video about CEO, I might do one, but I don't have much considering how packed the place was, but I digress. I remember when Colleen was huge. Literally no one in my college circle would shut up about her, which was mostly 52% of the student population. I knew a few people who were just obsessed with her videos and have gotten me to try watching them. When I finally saw one of her videos, I just about cringed. I even burned a bridge with somebody who accused me of being internally misogynistic just because I didn't like her, and apparently I had no reason to dislike her, and she kept asking me why, and I couldn't explain why. Looking back, I was pushed into believing like I had no real reason to dislike her. Maybe I don't get it, they all said. But looking back, I did have a major grievance with those videos that I couldn't pinpoint, and it took me so long to finally understand why. To get straight to the point, it's clear to acknowledge that her character is essentially a derogatory caricature of disabled people. I'll try not to parrot the sentiments of the original video verbatim, but for the curious, it's obviously Miranda says and does things that are associated with disabled people, namely people with autism, everything down to the social cues, her mannerisms, her speech pattern. The way she talks is one that I personally cannot fucking stand. Not just because it's made to be ear-grating obnoxious, but also for anyone that has ever had to deal with autism growing up, we've probably gotten made fun of more often than not for the way that we talk. Like, we get told by peers, whether it be family members or classmates or teachers, that we sound nerdy, we sound like cartoon characters, we sound flat, our tone and voice doesn't match the subject matter. I went through so many voice tones to separate myself from the voice because I hate how my natural voice sounds. And, hey guys, it's me, Miranda, and I'm so excited about this picture. Doesn't help my case at all, and the fact that she has an audience that enables that harmful stereotype really speaks volumes. Disabled people have been voicing their concerns for years, but have often been silenced by Colleen's fans, or other people who don't want to get involved, or people who want to downplay the feelings of disabled people because they think it's funny. And now that there's more solid reasons as to why Colleen is a terrible person, suddenly everyone is calling her out on her bullshit. I'm starting to wonder where the energy was years ago, but better late now than never, I suppose.
So, once again, I'm coming on the internet giving some unhinged opinions, and this time it's about Colleen Ballinger. I just got off of work, so let's get into that. First off, who the heck is she? She's this YouTuber, that was Miranda Sings, and now she's, there's allegations coming out saying that she was grooming kids and basically talking to them inappropriately in group chats. So that's the tea on that. I highly recommend going ahead and just watching the victims' videos because I feel like the victims should get more attention than she's getting right now in terms of YouTube's sake, especially with monetization and that sort of thing. So I will link or list people to check out down below that are victims. And basically this woman decides to sing an apology video, and that was real cringe. It was more than just that, it was really insensitive, and my unhinged opinion right now is that she has 3 kids, I think. I feel like if she's not a upstanding citizen, she shouldn't have the rights to have her kids. I feel like maybe they should go and live with a different family member or someone that would treat children with respect and not talk to them inappropriately. I don't know how she raises her kids, but like that's how I feel about that, especially like as a child rights advocate and just like a human rights advocate in general. I just think it's like really nasty what she is doing, or what she has done, basically. Another thing, my other unhinged opinion, it rubbed me the wrong way completely when she got one of the roles in Waitress. Like, she took away the spotlight from the main lead, and on top of that, she's a terrible person, and like she took away an actor's like role. Essentially, actors work so hard to get what they have, because it's hard to be an actor and it's hard to make it, especially on Broadway. Like, hello, who are you? Like, I know she's an actor, quote unquote, but like I feel like a YouTube or internet actor are on a totally different level, a totally different world than like a professional actor.
The first video was speaking facts for real. Like, these people put themselves into these situations and then whine when it doesn't go the way they thought it would. Like, seriously. It's just so disingenuous. And thank you all for watching.